Brely show. Everybody say my name. Got my own thing. I got my own thing. It's the Brely show. Come on, y'all, say it loud, say it proud. I got my own thing. It's the Brely show. It's the Brely show. Everybody say my name. Got my own thing. I got my own thing. It's the Brely show. Come on, y'all, say it loud, say it proud. I got my own thing. It's the Brely show. I got my
that song. It must be Water Walker Wednesday. Welcome, welcome, everybody. Guess what? I am live in the studio on today. Y'all usually see me coming live from my household. But on today, I came on down to Atlanta, Georgia, and I decided to come on into the station today and be here with you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I have guests in studio. Guests today. It's going to be an amazing, amazing show because you know what we're about. We're about testimonies. We're about strategies. We're about motivation, getting you ignited to live your dream because we want you to get up on out of that boat now. You hear? We need you to walk on some water and do the impossible as long as your eyes are doing what? Stayed on Christ. Hey, y'all. Y'all fasting? Y'all hungry yet? Because you should have been fasting since the moment you woke up until 3 p.m. your time. I have people listening in from Australia. I have my friends in Africa who are texting me about the show. Hey, adjust your time. I can't do the math for you. I don't know. When you wake up to 3 p.m. your time. Figure it out. I'm just so glad that we turn our plates down for a reason. When we do it together, I just think it makes us stronger because you guys know what I always say, we are stronger together than we are apart. And when we're fasting, we are telling God, look here. We want to hear from you. We want to get our instructions. We want to hear from you clearly. We don't want to, well, I think I should do, well, I think I should. Ain't no, I think I should. We want to hear that still small voice. We want to be led by the Spirit. We do not want to lean to our own understanding anymore. We want to be guided by you. We want our footsteps to be in order so that everything we do will be working out the plan that God has for us. Is that all right? Is that all right? Is that all right? So we have that. You guys, I just got word when I walked into the studio this morning that 108 Praise, we won a little award and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Where the hand claps at, Courtney? Where the hand claps at? Where the hand claps at? We won the 2018 Season 11 Internet Station Award from Praise Factor. Go and get, keep on clapping, y'all. Keep clapping. Keep clapping. Keep clapping. I'm so blessed to be a part of this family. It has been an honor to and so much that I was here shooting a TV show, a movie or something. And she said, will you come and be on my radio show? I want to promote you and what you have going on. I said, absolutely. So I came on in and sat on down and saw the cameras. I said, okay, y'all got a setup up in here. And then we went in. When I say we praise the Lord, we got it. We went in and we really, it was just like an energy in the room. So much so that the producer, Courtney Benjamin, said, she want to come back on the next show because I was still in town. I think I was in town for a few weeks then. And I came back on her next show, and we did a part 2 of the same thing. It was amazing. People were calling in. It was just a vibe and an energy. Next thing I know, Christina called me saying, Brely, you thought about doing radio? I said, girl, I used to do radio back in the day, but I don't know how I'm going to fit it in my schedule right now. She's like, well, 108 Praise got a little space for you if you want it. And I said, well, what? She said, what, we gonna be back to back? I said, what, we back to back? Oh, y'all, we back to back, baby. When you get Christina, then you're gonna follow it up with little Brely. You're gonna have a week ahead of you after that. So I am so blessed to be on this platform, praising God and telling the world about how you can be just as blessed as y'all see me being on them TV screens and on them movie screens. But today it's not all about me and what I have going on. I have 2 dynamic actresses in the building. I want you guys to find out who they are individually first before I tell you what we're really going to talk about. So first I have Ashley Drayton in the building. Yes. Courtney, where the claps at? I'm gonna keep getting on them. I'm gonna keep going. Welcome, Ash.
Thank you for having me on the Brely show.
Are you kidding me? I could not be in Atlanta and not.
Thank you.
Nikita, you gonna get me? Because I want to say Thompson.
Johnson,
come on, Jesus. I was in there. And I have the lovely Nikita Johnson in the building.
Yes, and it's because I just took out my middle name, so everybody's a little.
We like Nikita. I just wanted to say.
It ain't just you.
It's just not just me. Well, these young ladies are absolutely fabulous at what they do. They are also actresses out here doing the doggone thing in Atlanta. I am so impressed with what you guys have done for yourselves individually and how you've come together. I need y'all to hear that. When sisters get together, there is nothing we can't do. So, Ashley, why don't we start with you? Why don't you tell us what you're doing individually, for your whole acting and just focused on your acting. Tell me where you are, what you've been doing, how we can support, just all that good stuff.
Yes. Like Brely said, my name is Ashley, and I'm an actress, and this year has been off to an amazing start. 2017 is when I really got things off the ground with House of Artists that we're going to go into in a second. But I've been airing a Zaxby's commercial that I'm a part of.
Hey, I love some Zaxby's. Sorry, West Coast, y'all know nothing about that.
Sure don't, but it's so good. They have the best toasted bread there. Ooh.
Really,
is it 3 o'clock?
Yeah.
See, that's what happens. I'll be sitting out in Zaxby's parking lot waiting for 3 o'clock for the fast to be over. Is that wrong? Help me, Jesus.
We got a couple more hours, 2 more hours. That's all good, though. Yes, and continuing to audition a lot. Atlanta is #1 in the amount of film and television productions that are here, and so a lot of auditions. I mean, we do our recap at the end of the year, and it's been over 100. So
wow,
that for sure keeps everybody busy. Taped auditions, in persons with the casting directors here. So it's been a really, really blessed journey.
It's been such a blessed journey. I got to tell you guys a little secret about Ashley. She's not sitting around waiting for Hollywood or Atlanta Wood to call her name. She is actually doing the work. She's going outside of the box. When she was in LA, I'm gonna tell a little bit about her. This baby girl got her a billboard.
Oh, yes.
Y'all didn't hear me. Didn't nobody hear me? Courtney, where the claps at? She put a bill. Tell us about that billboard moment and what was your thought process?
Oh my gosh, I got a full-on billboard. Yes, so every time we see billboards, it's always like the models that are like 5'10", 5'11", 6 feet, and I'm like, hold up, I model as well. And they've been looking at me like, yeah, but you're a little short because I'm 5'2", and I said, you know what? I'm gonna put myself up on a billboard and show you. Hopefully see the day that I grow 6 feet tall or something like that. Because, I'm going to show you right now that I can do the things that you may not see me in your mind being able to do.
I mean, when I tell you, I think the news came after you and everybody was like, who is this woman on this billboard? It's just fantastic. And I think that's awesome for everyone to hear, not just actors, but in any industry that you're in. Think outside of the box. Why are you continuing to do what everyone else is doing? You keep thinking about a thing, go ahead and work towards that thing. I'm sure that billboard was not cheap, but hey, but she got it done. And then there's another thing that Ashley did that blows my entire mind. She got a sign, that told people who she was, what she did, and what she's willing to do. And she stood outside of Tyler Perry's.
It was Screen Gems.
Oh, it was Screen Gems. Okay, was it Screen Gems?
Oh, Screen Gems and Tyler Perry. You're correct.
Oh, yeah, because I could have sworn. Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
Correct me. But she stood outside of their studios and basically had her sign that says, I act? What did the sign say?
It said actress seeking speaking lines only. So I had, guest star, co-star up there, but most people that were rolling by, they were kind of like, what's that? So I had to clarify, speaking lines only. And so what it was, because, sometimes we always see, the less fortunate folks of God's community, and they're outside and they're asking for handouts as far as like money and food, and we can bless them in any way we want to. But in my mind, I said, well, it might be more effective for them to ask for a job, for an opportunity, so that they can really thrive and maybe present a resume. And so I said, you know what? I'm going to do just that so I can show them what I'm talking about. And I said, I'm going to make my own sign. I love my dry erase boards, thanks to Brely. And so I made my dry erase board with my speaking lines only, and I had my headshots and my resume and my little folder next to me. So as the producers and directors, we were filming Barbershop 3 at that time at Screen Gems. We had the 40 Acres and a Mule team that came out. That's with Spike Lee, and the other team with Ice Cube doing Barbershop, Will Packer, all of them rolled by. So they took my headshot, resume, like it was lit. Security wasn't too happy about me because every time I was like, oh, here you go, here you go. You know, they were like, get back off the line. Okay, all right. But, you know, like it just spoke to, you know, how far that I'm willing to go for an opportunity to show that I'm putting in the extra effort and not just wanting you all to just contact me and just my agent. You know, we do 90% of the work. They get 10%. So
I absolutely applaud you for all that you've done, and you're doing so much more, and we're going to come back to that. But Nikita, now come on. Tell me what you've been doing. What you've been doing. I know we got a body movement class coming.
Yes.
Come on, tell me about what you're doing. Tell me about what does that mean?
So for me, this past season, it's been about helping and sharing with others. And so I do have the movement workshop coming up on Sunday. It's a movement party, not a workshop.
Okay.
And we are just showing actors how to move better on camera. Sometimes in our auditions, we look for opportunities to stand out, and it could be something simple. I was blessed and honored to be able to work with you last time you were here. I taped Brely for audition. She was like, girl, I got to get this thing again, da-da-da. And so it was good to work with you. And that's the type of things I want to help others do is actually consulting actors on how to start. What's the most basic thing you need beyond the headshot? What website should you be on? So I've been more really focused on that, and of course auditioning for independent projects. And I've been doing more writing, which I've been shocked about because I was like, I ain't finna be writing nothing. And now I'll be like, let me put this down.
Girl, you better use all your gifts.
Right. And it's just something that's changed. When you go through experiences, go through life, things come up. As a woman, we're always changing. And then you meet great people, and you need to document some of this stuff. And I'm getting better about it. So now I've started to write a little bit. So I'm thankful for that. And I hope that if anyone is interested in getting in the industry, it can be challenging, but it could be rewarding. Absolutely.
It's so incredible that these young ladies are doing things outside of the box, not just, you know, oh, let me go get the agent, let me find a manager, and let me get a headshot. They're not doing the basics. They're going outside of the norm to create what they want to see. And so I want to employ all of you guys to come on and do what? Get out the boat. That I say all the time. Stop doing what just comes easy or what comes natural.
Right.
Do something that will ignite, that will make people say, what in the world? A body movement class party? Well, what does body movement have to do with acting? You would be surprised. When I was in my session with Nikita, when I was doing a self-taping for a part, I mean, we created the room of that scene. And I walked in from the side. Well, normally, when people get in their audition room, they just stand in the front. Instead, I walked into the scene from the side. That already visually is going to give the casting directors who are watching, producers who are watching, oh,
you created the environment.
I created the environment. I placed actors in different. It was just so incredible. And when you have somebody on the other side of the camera helping direct your audition, y'all might want to get down to. I'm gonna bring it up now. House of Artists with an S.org. They're only charging $20. First of all, those people in LA are like, what? They're charging for a whole hour. One whole hour. $20 for a self-tape. Who came up with that?
And we do the edit and upload. So when you get people like Brely who be like, girl, you got my tape, you got to put it all together.
Yes, and we'll send it to your agent, manager, whomever.
We'll do all of that within the hour.
Within the hour, you guys. Some places are upwards of $40 to get this done. And mind you, then they give you, it's free coaching. That comes along with it. That's unheard of in Los Angeles.
Yes, because we want everyone to win. And that's where my passion lies. It's like, of course, we're easy to coach and work with. And we have have rapport with each other. But everybody that comes through the door, if I work with you, Ashley work with you, sometimes people are like, well, what are you seeing? What's going on? And you may have in your mind what you want to come in and do, but sometimes that second eye just means a whole lot. And so, yeah, we coach you and we'll help you with it as much as possible. And yeah, it's $20. And in this market, most people are charging a flat rate and charging by the minute. And then they charge $10 or $15 additional for the coaching. Ooh. And then they'll charge you maybe $10 to edit and upload. So you go do an audition tape, say it's 2 lines, and they be like, okay, you owe me $60. And you be like, Lord.
You be like, 24 to how I get there. And that is so incredible that we know that, you know, there's a lot of actors in the world who are, we're not going to say starving artists, because they eating something. But, you know, we don't have that extra cash now that the industry has moved from us really going in all the time to us sending in these tapes. And a lot of us don't have cameras at home, don't have the right lighting, don't have the right backdrop. All of that means so much. The right mic, Lord have mercy. Oh, I've seen some tapes that just didn't have the right mic. And I will always say that you guys know that 2 heads are better than 1. You can be thinking about your character, seeing your scene in one way, and to have someone in an audition setting say, have you thought about this? Can I suggest, and I love this, Nikita, can I make a suggestion?
Yes.
I love that about you. You don't know how much you influence me with that. I teach a lot and I give as well. And when you said that, I said, I'm going to take that on. Instead of telling somebody what they should do or what they should think about, I'm going to say, can I make a suggestion? I want you to know you touched me with that.
Thank you. I appreciate
And I want you to know you are on a path to greatness because you are dropping seeds and don't even, like, you looking at me like, she remembered that. Like, you really made a difference. And it makes a difference, those little subtle things.
Thank you. I appreciate that because my thing is I want to work with you. And it's been a few times. We've had a few actors. Like I know one of our she comes all the time, Miss Janice. Her and I was like, can I work with you? Can I suggest this? And she booked Greenleaf.
Oh, come on!
And she called us, and she was so excited.
I'm trying to get on Greenleaf too.
Amen. We can put all of us in there.
Come on, right? We can get on one. This one already been on Greenleaf.
Yeah. She don't count.
Ashley has been on Greenleaf.
Yeah, she don't count, but the rest of us, yeah. So and then when they call you and say they booked it, you working with them, that's just like, for me, that just fills my heart because we want everyone to win. Although we are competing against each other for roles. Well, they say, you know, they put all of us there, one role there, and they go, okay, well, who are we going to select for this? Who are we going to select for that? And Brely may get the part, like you said, Greenleaf on this for this particular character, and I may get something else. And so when we're going up for the same stuff, it's like, what's going to make you stand out? And when we're supporting each other, it makes it better. And I think that's what House of Artists is about, wanting all of us to win.
Yes. And with that winning, I had to, see, we have some rules in water walking.
Oh, please go over the rules. You have to go over the rules beforehand.
There's so many rules in water walking. And one of them is, we don't compete. There is no such thing. That word is, I don't know who created the word, and I don't know what your thought process was. Well, you know what your thought process was when you created that word? You wanted to get in someone's head. You wanted to Jedi mind trick them out of being their best. We are not in competition, ladies and gentlemen. I don't care what you do. No one can do it like Brely. No one can do it like Ashley. No one can do it like Nikita. We cannot compete. We have a different set of experiences. We have a different set of skills. We have a different view. Everything is different. Therefore, it's always apples and oranges going in for the same role. It's never oranges and oranges and apples and apples. It is not. So therefore, I cannot compete with you. I'm competing with myself. What is my best offering of anything that I'm doing? Only my best. I can only compete with my last audition, with my last race I ran. Let's say with Venus and Serena, they can only compete with their last match. That's only that they can't really compete against who's on the other side of that court, because there's some different set of circumstances going on within you, so there is no competition. I remember, now you made me come upon a time when I used to believe in that competition thing. I mean, I believed in it. I was sitting in the lobby, going in for the role of Toon Ann in the movie Sparkle. I was sitting in the lobby. I want you guys to know, excuse me, I'm going to go take it back. I got out the car. I couldn't believe I was on Sony's lot. Let's start there. And I was walking. I said, Lord Jesus, look at this big old place. I parked and let me park on the lot. I was walking. I said, oh, what would it be like to just be here every day? I walked in. And that's when fear set in. I looked and saw every famous face in that room. I was like, why am I here? I want to get everybody's autograph and take a selfie with everybody that's sitting in this lobby. And they looking at me like, who are you? So that competition thing, I was like, and then people started to go in to sit with Miss Twinkie Bird to do their audition. Baby, we not only had to act in this audition, we had to sing in this audition. I want y'all to know there were some R&B queens sitting in that lobby. I want you to know when I heard some of them voices come through the door, it was some of them voices that would just shake the door like this.
Like
you saw
Jennifer
some
Hudson.
of them. All I'm going to say is some of them you might have saw giving tribute to the queen that just passed away. That level. It was some of them in the room. I won't even say their names, but you know all those ones that you saw singing for the queen who just passed away. They was in that room, and I was sitting in the lobby listening through the door. And I was like, I can't do this. Like, why did they call me in here? Why did they set me up for this failure? These girls are already selling tickets to this movie sitting in this lobby. Why am I here, Lord? This don't make no sense. I can't sing like that. Oh, my God. I was going through all this competition madness to where I just couldn't even take it anymore. I got up and walked out of the little room, and there was like a little hallway. I went into that hallway like, I just was really needed to gather myself. That is where I heard a still small voice. That was that when people, you hear that saying all the time, and you hear grandmamas always say, oh, self-fall. You hear preachers talking about stuff. I heard it. And God said to me, which I will say to all of you, all I require of you is to use the gifts I gave you.
Yes.
That is your requirement. You are not required to compare yourself to your sisters. You are not required to compare yourself to your brothers. You are required to use the set of gifts I have given you to the best of your ability. That is all I require of you, Brely. When I tell y'all, I was like, okay. I went back and sat my butt down in that lobby. In that little holding space. And then they said, Brely, your turn. Whoo, I had bubble guts, y'all. I was like, Lord Jesus.
Yes.
Went in there, sang my little song. Y'all want to know what I sang? I sang, tragedies are commonplace. All kinds of diseases. People are slipping away. So anyway, that's the song I sang.
Okay.
So by the time we got to, thank you, Lord, for all you've done for me, Twinkie and the person running the camera was rocking with me. Well, thank you, Lord, for all you've done for me. It could have been me. So I got all into myself, but I forgot all about hearing all those runs and all those fantastic voices, and I just used what God gave me.
Absolutely.
And then she said, okay, great song. Now let's see the acting. I used the room. I used the door. I was touching stuff in the room. And when I got done, Twinkie Bird don't give too many compliments. I'm going to tell you that right now, if you haven't been in the room with her. She said, you're the ingenue of this industry. You don't even know who you are. I said, what's ingenue moon? She said, Lord, go look it up. I was like, okay. She said, get some new headshots. And that was excellent. And here I am. Do you have any notes? Is there anything I can do better? She said, I just said that you are an ingenue.
Right.
And that you need to get some new headshots. Okay. Girl, y'all want to know I was in that phone trying to, is that with an A, a U, ingenue? And when I looked it up, I said, wow, what a compliment.
Yeah.
She told me I'm the new best, greatest thing to happen. And I couldn't even believe it. So that's my whole story about competition. So y'all, ixnay to the competition. Ain't none.
Amen. And I've always said too that what is for you is what's for you.
Yes.
That God is not going to take any opportunity that's not meant for you and give it to somebody else. So never look at it like what she was saying is competition, because it's really not. What's going to bless you is going to bless you.
Absolutely. And if you guys want to call in and chime in on this competition thing, please do. 770-988-6461. 770-988-6461. Chime on in. So I am so blessed to be here in Atlanta and to be doing a branding with Brely class.
Yes.
What? I was like, I'm the expert on branding. And what did you say?
Yes, you are.
I couldn't believe it. I said, you guys want me to come and do a branding class? Tell me your thought process about inviting me to do a branding class.
Yes, Brely, number one, she is the social media queen, is what I like to call it, because
Who
she's
knew?
constantly posting. And in my mind, I just posted a video the other day because I said, I'm not the person that's always going to post, everywhere that I'm at, just what I'm doing. But Brely has truly utilized it to her greatness. She's taken it out of the facade of like, oh, I'm being very vain, taking selfies and always having my phone in front of me. Like, she's really truly made it work. And I'm like, I need to hear this. So I know I'm not the only one. The rest of the world needs to hear this. So Nikita had her top on her list to contact and said, we got to see when Brely's coming in town. We got to see. She's now reached over 100,000 followers just on Instagram alone. Just on Instagram, guys. Not even including Facebook, her fan pages, any type of Twitter pages, any of that. Just on Instagram alone, she's exceeded past 100K followers. So,
and I'm surprised at that. I look at that and I go, wow, I didn't buy any followers. And look at that. When people tell me that they have bought followers, I'd be like, they're going to do a sweep and catch you. But
yes.
literally, and see, what's so amazing about this world and really owning where you are is I look at my 100,000 and I'm so appreciative to every single one of you. Because you guys are real human beings, and I love having all those eyeballs looking at me. So if it's like 100,000, I can actually say I have over 200,000 eyeballs looking at me because I can double X. Y'all got 2 eyes.
Girl.
Catch it.
come on.
But I'm looking at my friends who have millions. So to me, I'm on the low end. My friends above me all have like millions and 500,000 and all these things. I'm like 700,000, And so when I'm contacted to do a branding class where I am, I didn't see the value at first. I'm just being honest. I was like, I don't know if I'm your girl to teach on that. And then when I said, wait a minute, I have to pull up those who are behind me. Absolutely. So they're the ones who are above me, I need to watch, and then those who are beneath me, I need to pull up. So I thank you for the opportunity to give back to those who are trying to make it to where I am to go to the next level. So I cannot wait to share with you guys how I have garnered this 100, and I think I'm at 121,000 on Instagram alone, followers. And it is absolutely been fun to do. It has not been stressful. It has not been a second job. And I'm going to show you guys, give you all my little tips and tricks, and I'm going to show you how to beat this algorithm. I'm just saying. So you might want to go and pay this $25 holla. $25 holla, and it doesn't matter where you are in the country. You can log on. We're going to do a Zoom. All you have to do is download Zoom. How does that work?
You register for the workshop on our website, www.houseofartists.org, and we will email you a link and a password for the workshop for those who are not residing in Atlanta and cannot meet the fantastic Brely and our team in person. But we don't want you to miss out, because not only does Brely have 100,000 followers, she's actually leading them somewhere. Sometimes we see things on social media and it's like, well, y'all got followers, but where you lead folks to? You know.
Hell, what kind of HE double hockey stick? Leading them right on.
Right, and so when we see the things that, Brely was doing her morning manna, and she was waking up every morning at like 6 a.m., right? West Coast time, and being consistent with it. So she's literally leading you all out the boat. And so she's been a great example of that, and so we had to have her at House of Artists doing our branding workshop. And so we thank you.
So, I'm so excited. You guys should see me at home preparing for it, and people reminding me of how I helped them with their branding, which I was like, was that helping you with your, what? Let me jot that down. So I'm actually learning what I did through others, because to me it's kind of all was like a little bit of a blur. I had to really sit down and really say, what are the steps I took to get to this place? And I absolutely cannot wait to share it with you. I think branding is so important because, until you know who you are, people won't know who you are. And it kind of starts there, and it takes it takes an amazing journey to go ahead and put yourself out there. So I'm excited to help all of you do that. So $25 is a drop in the bucket. It is the least investment you can make in yourself to get some tips, tricks, and information on how to better present yourself to the world in whatever facet. You don't have to be, I'm not going to be coming from just an actress point of view, because some of my examples are not even in the acting world. Some of them are products that I'll bring to your awareness and just show you how people have I hate to use this word, but how they have manipulated you into believing that their brand is best. Check it. So there are tips and tricks to this thing. So I am so excited about tomorrow night. So you guys, please log on now to houseofartists.org/services and click there and pay your $25, whether you're in Atlanta and you want to come in and be in the room with me. That way I can help you hands-on. We'd love to have you.
Yes.
And if you can't make it, we'd love to have you log on to the Zoom and be a part of this amazing moment where it won't be $25 anymore. So I want you to know. That's what leads me to this part of the give. House of Artists is a for-profit business.
Right.
However, there is a nonprofit side.
Yes.
And who has the audacity to start a business with a for-profit and a nonprofit side? I thought that was so fantastic. Can you please walk us through the mindset to do both?
Yes. So when I started House of Artists, I had this vision of, I wanted this 19,000 square foot facility off of Cobb Parkway. And so that was going to cost like over $1 million with all the soundproofing. So I did a Kickstarter campaign. We didn't get the funding for that. But I also had on my vision board that I wanted to own a home. And so God spoke to me and said, okay, we're going to modify this real quick. He said, what is it? Delayed does not mean that it's
denied.
Denied.
That's
Amen.
right. Delayed does not mean denied. Amen.
And so we revamped that business plan, and we were able to also house local artists who are coming into Atlanta who needed a place to stay that's relatively inexpensive when you're already doing your own flight situation and whatever the expensive cost may be. We wanted to minimize that. So I started the nonprofit because we wanted to also reach out to artists on the autism spectrum who don't necessarily have a outlet to be creative. Everything is about ABA therapy and getting them through school per se, which is fine, but they have a unique creative skill set. And I wanted to tap into that because my cousin, for example, he's autistic, but he can draw like Picasso, honey.
Wow.
And so being able to see him thrive in that arena, although he was struggling every day with simple things like, maybe washing your hands or washing your hair or jumping in a pool of water, to them that translates totally different than what it may translate to us. But being able to see him thrive artistically was like, wow. And even working with Parks and Recreation in South Carolina, that was my first job out of high school, and seeing them enjoy arts and craft, being able to make things, put their name on it and say, this is what I did, this is how I contributed, and this is how I fought against the struggle with autism and beyond, the spectrum today. And so being able to see them smile through that was like, I'm going to also be able to give as though we are, at the same time that we are receiving and pouring back out into our community as well. I want to reach that community and that market because it's definitely something different that no other foundation for autism contributes to society in this way.
I think it's fantastic. For those of you who don't know me, before acting, I was doing some industry jobs, and then I went on to do real estate. And when the real estate market crashed, my money was a little funny. It was doing stand-up comedy. I mean, it was really, it was on the circuit, okay? It was hilarious.
Hello.
And my girlfriend, who was also doing real estate with me, kept saying, oh, I'll pay for the dinner. Oh, girl, I'll put some gas in your car. Oh, you need a little cash? I said, wait, hold up.
Right.
How you have cash and we ain't sold no houses? She was like, oh, I work with autistic adults at night. And I said, excuse me? She was like, yeah. She's like, would you be interested? I said, absolutely. So she taught me the business, showed me and introduced me to the company. And I was working in Los Angeles with autistic adults who were high functioning, which means they, you know, the people you see at the grocery store who are helping you with your the groceries, or the people you see maybe wiping down tables at a fast food restaurant. Well, those adults can't live alone completely. They have housing across, I'm sure it's all over the U.S., but in L.A., they have housing where they live in condos, and some people rent their condos to them especially. And then they hire this company to bring in staffers like myself to help them make their dinner, make sure they get their meds, make sure they get to bed, and to work on time, and then you leave for the day. So really, you just go there to spend the night. So you do dinner, make sure they get to bed, make sure they get breakfast, and then they're off. And so I said, wait a minute. This is going to do two things for me. It's going to put some money in my pocket, and it's going to keep me holy. Come on, God. Because should no man be in my bed yet anyway, because I'm not married, so I don't need to sleep at home. Somebody, hey,
come on.
Catch it. I be telling all my business, but I'm trying to tell y'all something. I said, wait a minute. This is going to keep me holy. I'm just trying to tell y'all. At nighttime, I was going and making that $100 a night to simply help somebody with dinner, and I could eat myself.
Amen.
And sleep and get them get breakfast and then get them off in the morning. Sign me up. So I enjoyed that job. I really enjoyed working with them, and I did it for a long time. I did it even after I was already on television. By the time I got on television, my clients began to say, Staff Brely, I think I saw you last night on TV.
Yes.
Like, they were very confused. Like, Staff Brely, I was watching TV. You were on TV. Staff Brely, you're in my house. You were on TV. It was so amazing. They were super excited about seeing me in their TV and then in their house. They could not really put it together. It was so fantastic. Now, Nikita, you work with the company on the day-to-day. What are some of the things that you're doing with both the nonprofit and the for-profit on a day-to-day?
Well, really, I'm keeping Ashley sane. That's the number one priority. But no, when you work with someone who has a vision and who is very energetic, you know, you just want to be supportive as much as possible. And so on the for-profit side, I'm the one coming up with the workshops and creating the ideas and really listening to the market and other friends and just what the industry needs and trying to offer something different. You know, we see all types of workshops, seminars, everything. And sometimes it's just the basic stuff that we don't think of that we need. Because sometimes, like, you'll go to a casting director workshop, but you don't have your headshots. So it's like, if the casting director asks for your headshots, where are you going to go? So it's just things like that. So that's what I do for the for-profit side, and, of course, the audition taping, things like that we talked about beforehand. On the nonprofit side, I'm one that has worked in the school system. And so we had an agreement with Powder Springs Elementary last year where we helped them with their Christmas production and their Black History program and their end-of-year program. So we went into schools every week, and we worked with them during their after-school program with some of the children that were susceptible to autism, as well as general education students, and we worked with them on those productions and really having them discover their artistic side and tapping into that, because sometime after school they just go on the playground, they may do their homework, may not, and so we're like, why don't we take this energy that they have after school and do something creative with it? And so those were the types of things that we were doing. And so, you know, even with our workshop, I think recently I saved a video from Issa Rae, who's a friend in my head,
A friend in a lot of our heads.
yes, absolutely, because she says it right on point, and she was talking about networking across and not networking up. It's like we're always trying to network up, and you're like, oh, let me get to this TV producer, let me get here. And sometimes it's the people across from you that can really help you and really tap into the things you need. And so that's the example. Movement. Right, and that's the reason why with you, the Brandon with Brely came across. You know, you and Ashley have had a longer history, and then through your relationship, I come along and meet you. And so you, in a group of people, you're one of the ones that do the social media well. well. You're one of the ones that has the, the history of building up your followers and really tapping into those products and the brands. And some of us are working our way up. So instead of calling like a cover girl to talk about how you branded yourself to get there, call Brely. And so those are the types of things we're doing in the house to come up with those ideas on how it's going to be effective in the Atlanta market. And, there's a lot of Instagram models, whether they're doing the right things or not. There's a lot of Instagram models, fitness people, clothing lines. People always tapping into their creative side. So it's like when you get there, and if that's your gift, how do you make it work for you? And I think you've been wonderful with doing that, and it's a lot of things even on social media you've done inspire me, even with Fashion Nova Curve.
Yes,
as a woman, we go through
Nova.
I feel like my weight go up and down daily. And so sometimes you'll post something that you're in an outfit, and I'll be like, oh, okay, well, see, I was thinking that was gonna look better on a smaller frame woman, but Brely done showed me I could pull that off. And that's the way just the way you branding yourself, it can be inspirational to some of us or to all of us. So that's the reason why the workshops that we're creating, that type of thing, is really what we want to come across.
I think that is so fantastic. Yeah. I absolutely love, I've kind of stumbled across this modeling thing, and I had no idea. And I've had a grand time with modeling for Fashion Nova Curve, and it's been an amazing journey with them. And I have surprised myself on a couple of you kind of, and I'm 5'2" as well.
Yes.
So, honey,
I'm 5'3".
You know what? She want to hold on to that inch.
Oh yeah.
But it's so funny that I did not see myself as a model, and. So there's a lot of things you can explore when on social media. And now that I've gotten into the whole modeling thing, I have really decided to jump on in. My mother loves fashion, shopping. That's her world. I can't stand really any of it. So I thank you, Fashion Nova Curves. Please keep sending the boxes of clothes because I don't like to shop. But my mom does. And so with that, of course, we have our Water Walker t-shirts that are available to all of you. These are so cute. They wash well. I'm going to tell you guys, this is not a brand new t-shirt that I wore today. This t-shirt is probably over 5 months old. So you can imagine how many times it's been worn. And I like to keep washing it and wearing it to show, look how good it looks.
Look how durable it is.
Of it.
Yes.
So please, if you would love to have a Water Walker t-shirt so you can pronounce to the world that you are a Water Walker, just all you got to do is email me at bookbrely@gmail.com and let me know you want a t-shirt. Let me know your size, and we'll get it in the mail to you. They're $20, and then you pay for your own shipping. Is that all right? Is that all right, somebody?
Yes.
So get your t-shirts. And so also, I will also talk about the Water Walker jean jacket that I have on today. I want you guys to see it has all the little.
Turn around, model it.
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna do a sit down model. Ooh,
Ooh.
Move my hair.
I helped
These are
you
the
early.
Water Walker Dream jackets. Can y'all see that?
Dream.
It says Dream. Water Walker Dream jackets. Don't we all have? And see, I can't hardly keep them in stock because when my girlfriends, and it's got little, it's got all kind of, patches, more patches,
Yes.
patches everywhere.
Beautiful jacket.
My girlfriends come over and they're like, I want a Water Walker Dream jacket. And I'm like, well, I'm trying to sell them. Well, I'm about to buy one. I'm like, but I didn't even put it online yet. So I only have a few left.
Come on, God.
But again, if you would like a Water Walker Dream jean jacket, please do email me at bookbrely@gmail.com. And then, of course, I would be remiss if I did not invite you all to advertise with us right here on 108 Praise Radio.
Right.
This is a platform where all the different shows are talking about how they love Jesus in their respective lanes. And it's so many different shows on here, and I think you guys would be so happy with like really tuning in. I implore you to actually download our app on your phone so you can take us wherever you go, and then also advertise with us. Let us know about your church home. Let us know about your products and services that you are promoting right now. We want to help get the word out there. That's why I invited these ladies in today. If you book a advertising with me, I'm going to have you on the show. That's just how I do. I don't know if other shows do that. But if you say, hey, Brely, I like what you're doing. I like what you guys doing. You get in front of all my hundreds of thousands. Because I got Facebook going. I got Instagram going. You get in front of a whole lot of folks, including the millions that are listening to 108 Praise Radio. I'm just trying to say the prices are really good. We work with all different levels of advertising. So all you got to do is email me. What's the email, ladies?
bookbrely@gmail.com.
Even they know it by heart.
Yes.
Come on now. If you want to book somebody, that means book me, hire me. Book Brely, spelled BOOKBRELY @gmail.com. Ooh, I can do a commercial, can't I?
Can't you, honey? Yes.
I can sell a thing, can't I?
Yes.
Y'all better get that $25 class. That's what we want to do today.
Keep signing it up.
We're in the middle of the show, and we only have a little bit of ways to go. And so I'd like to do something fun with everybody that's online. And since you guys are here, I get to do it with you.
Yeah.
We do, on the Water Walker Show, every week, I like people of who they are. I think a lot of us sometimes sit home and we get a little distracted with life and with people and with things going on, and we forget who we are. That I like to, it's not even a game. I have a little, what we call it's just affirmations that we say aloud. And when you guys online write them in, I actually say yours out loud too. And all of us are going to say them. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And you're just going to say, I am blank. I am blank. I have this. I have it. You're going to proclaim who you are, what you want. You're going to speak it as if it is so. We are going to propel some things into the universe right now. We're going to manifest with our mouths. Do you understand? There is life and death in this thing. Let's use it. Let's go on and get the stuff we want. Like, sometimes we're sitting around here sick, broke, busted, and disgusted, and all we had to do was say something.
Come on.
Do you understand how powerful this radio is? They allow me to say something. So that's what I want you guys to do. So, Ashley, can you start it off, and then we'll just go down the line.
Yes.
Let's
I
go.
am a series regular.
Yes.
I am a sought-after actress.
Yes. I am blessed and highly favored.
Speak up.
I am blessed and highly favored. Absolutely.
I am wealth.
I am healthy.
I am hungry.
Tell the truth.
I am beyond beautiful.
Hey, I am a giver.
I am a giver.
Come on.
I am love.
I am seeking God's best.
I am a woman of God.
I am grateful.
I am confident.
I am gorgeous.
I will be a mother.
Hey, I will be a grandmother. Ha ha! That includes that mother thing. Y'all heard it? Woo!
I will be a great babysitter.
I am a wife.
Oh, come on. I am an amazing wife. Yes.
I am going to be a wife.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Speak that thing. Speak that
I
thing.
am a leader.
I am giving opportunity to those who want it.
I am blessed. That's all I can say.
I am
blessed.
sculpted by God's image.
Oh,
Yes.
that's nice. Mm-hmm.
I am a wonderful woman.
I am beautifully created.
Oh, that's a good one. I am on my way to greatness. I am walking in greatness.
Yes.
Amen.
Our workshop on tomorrow is sold out.
Hallelujah.
In the name of Jesus.
Ooh. I'm an amazing teacher.
I am a creator.
I am a magnificent manifester.
Yes. I have what I say.
I am amazing.
God's provision will always prevail.
Ooh, come on. That's good.
Yes.
Ooh. I am overflowing with abundance to give to others.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I needed to hear that.
Amen.
Yes. I am an inspiration to others.
I am a motivator.
Yes, I see that.
I am a supporter.
I am powerful.
I see so. I am an awesome educator.
I am unstoppable.
Yes, I am debt free.
Woo! 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 I live a cash life.
I am wealthy.
My cup runneth over.
Come on. I hear God's voice and I move.
Yes. I am walking into my opportunities.
Yes, I am surrounded and will continue to be surrounded by magnificent women and men.
I am positive.
I am thankful.
I am grateful.
And I am a water walker.
Yes.
And so are you. Thank you guys for participating in the I Am section of the show. I mean, this has been incredible, and I'm so glad that you guys came down and spent this time with me. I want everybody to log on right now to houseofartists.org/services. Make sure you invest in yourself. This $25, you will be blessed by it. I promise you will get more than $25 worth of information and loving on you. And for those who are going to be in the room, I get to actually go to your page and see you. So for those of you who can make it down, what's the address there? Oh, I think we're only giving the address because y'all,
You gotta register.
If you don't, you gotta register. You got to pay to
link
play.
and everything.
Because if I get the address, it's gonna be people outside want to take my picture, want to, you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
You know,
you
I can't
need to
security.
register.
Well, yeah, you have to
Need
register
to
to get the
register.
address. But also, if you're not in the Atlanta area, you can definitely log on to Zoom and be a part of it from anywhere in the country or internationally. Ain't that something?
Yes,
That's
and we have the
something, yes.
movement workshop as well, and we
Yes.
also have
Please
a
tell- what is
filming.
that?
We have that on Sunday from 2 to 4 p.m. That's $20. And just like Brely talked about me working with her on the audition, we're gonna go behind the scenes. You don't actually have to come in with the audition, and I'm gonna walk you through how to move and how to create the environment, just as she said she did for hers, for your particular audition. And then coming up in October as well, we have a filming for fun workshop with Brick Jackson, and this is our second one. And just so you know, this workshop, you come in and we film scenes, and he gives you the footage for your demo reel.
Wow.
And so for the ones who, for
How much is
for
that class?
$50.
$50.
So let me tell you, like when I tell you we are really, really wanting everyone to win, a demo reel can cost lots
Thousands
of
of
money.
dollars.
And this man
dollars.
edits, put everything together. If you did the first one, he's willing to put the clips together. He writes the scene. We send them to you in advance so that you can study and be prepared to be on camera, what you need to wear, and we film.
Wow.
And he will give you the footage, all edited up and everything for your demo reel. So we have that coming up in October. Also, Chubbuck Technique, we have that coming up in October. That'll be on a Saturday. We're getting ready to do a makeup workshop with a industry professional. She actually works as a makeup artist with different production companies. She's actually working with VH1 right now, and she's coming in to show women and men, if needed, how to prepare your makeup for an audition. Everyone can't wake up looking like this, Brely. Some of us need a little attention, you know. So I said, girl, can you come over here? Well, again, using my resources. She used to do my hair in college. I said, Nafisa, can you come over here and show us how to do our makeup for these auditions where it's like, of course, because it's part of creating the environment. You want them to see you in that role. So if a man got to put a little bit of makeup on, can you show me how to do that the right way so that the casting directors will
and
go?
men actually need to take that class because whether you know it or not, when you get on set, you are going to sit in the makeup chair.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So you might as well learn how to pat your own self down for your own, I'm sorry? Yeah, you gotta look like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You can't be
put on
having
a little
dark
flavor.
spots, man. Y'all see, I told y'all Courtney has a voice. I told y'all he talks.
Yes.
I told y'all he can talk.
Yeah.
See, he's the only man. He's like, see, yeah, I want to look now.
He was waiting on his moment, that's all.
Yeah, so we have those workshops
Those
and
are
everything.
fantastic
Yeah,
workshops.
absolutely. And that's, again, like you said, thinking out of the box. You know, I haven't seen any makeup classes actually being offered besides by beauty professionals, but we're actually artistic studio offering that. Got a makeup artist coming in because, again, we want you to win. So Brely is a kickoff pusher, I guess, to all these workshops to come. And so we're thankful that you're going to do this with us. And we
Are
appreciate
you kidding me?
you.
I jumped at the chance to do it when Ashley asked me to sit on the board of the nonprofit. I said, are you kidding me? The answer is yes. So we just go for that.
Yes.
I say yes. I am a yes person. And I was looking for no cash. I was like, I don't want anything. I just want to come and give. Like, it's such a blessing to be able to be in a position where you can say, I don't want anything. Let me sell my T-shirts, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And just want to come and give. So we are definitely looking forward to all that. Like, I hope I'm in town for some of these workshops, because low key, I could use another scene or two on because sometimes you use the scenes to show the industry what you can do and who you want to be. I have played a lot of best friends. I am Brely the best friend. Probably because in real life, I'm really a good friend.
Absolutely.
So it comes off easy for me to play your best friend. Plus, I'm a little curvy, in the industry. That's usually the the look that they want for the curvy girl. But it's companies like Tridestin Film that have me as the leading lady.
Absolutely. Come on, Trey Haley.
Come on, it's movies like You Can't Fight Christmas that see that. Wait a minute, no, she can be the lead in this movie.
Yes.
So but I wouldn't have gotten those opportunities if other production companies hadn't given me that opportunity. Right. So what this is doing is saying I could have come to you and gave myself a leading lady role in a snippet and put it on my reel, and they would say, oh, she can do leading lady. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, yeah.
So I love that. Like,
that's exactly the reason why I want to offer it. We also have one we're working on, pinning down the date in December for a fighting tactical film workshop where you're actually going to be fighting, and the biggest film of the year, Wakanda, I call it Wakanda, Black Panther,
yes. Wakanda forever.
Yes, and so for our community, we're like, we gonna get a part 2. And who gonna be in it? So that's the reason why we were like, well, if you don't know how to fight on camera and do all of that stuff that they required for that type of movie, then we're gonna offer that in a workshop.
I need to come to that too, because I know there were some curvy girls in Africa. Yeah, I'm just saying, Ryan Coogler. Right? I'm just saying, Ryan, you from Oakland. I got that LA face and that Oakland booty. I'm just saying. That's what the song say. That's what the song say. And I need to come learn how to fight like a warrior.
Yes, absolutely.
Because, shoot, I know there was some curvy ones in Africa, because where you think I got it from?
Right.
I'm just trying to say.
Right.
I remember when I visited Africa with the Dreams Alive Club, and we were in Botswana, and they were like, oh, your tribe was from here, clearly. They were like, yeah, this is your tribe right here.
Yes.
Because they, all the different body shapes and skin complexions, they're different tribes that look a certain way. But so I just think that's fantastic what you guys are doing. I mean, the makeup class, like all of it would just be so rich for me, even where I am in my career. Absolutely. Like there are different styles. Sometimes I need a natural face. Sometimes I need a beat face. Like that's a really fantastic class.
Thank you.
I am loving what y'all do. Can y'all have an LA version for those of us who don't get to Atlanta?
Hey, come on, God can make it happen.
We may have to do it online again.
Speak that thing. Yes. Speak that thing. I might have to just do it in the name of House of Artists, in LA or something. But those are really, really, really good. Yes. So I just thank you, ladies, for being here today, for taking out your time to come and share with the world what you're giving. I know you have inspired somebody to also give. I know your testimonies of getting out there, doing things outside of the box, your testimonies of support. Y'all, I was talking about this last week when I was talking to one of the executive producers of Love and Hip Hop, Hollywood. She was saying it is so hard to find people to support you. So Nikita, being that you are a star yourself and you can still find the energy to support someone, it blows my mind. And it makes me feel so good to know you. I mean, it really does. It almost brings me to tears. I'm trying to hold them back. Because it's so hard to find good support. Yeah, no, really. It really touches my heart, because people usually don't want to support you. They want to be you. They see you on TV. I want to come and help you, but it's because I want to be who you are, and I want to have what you have. But when somebody can also be a star in their own right and still give that support for this type of business, are you kidding me? On the profit side and on the nonprofit side, it just does my heart. It just really does my heart. And for you to think of giving back to a community that people are just sometimes shun away, and that they just don't have the opportunities that we have being autistic, and that's the way God made them, it really makes me happy. Oh, Sorry. It makes me happy that you would think of them like that. And so I enjoyed my time working with them. And it just blesses my heart for what you guys are doing and giving back to not only the community of artists, but our artistic brothers and sisters. Like, I'm overjoyed. And y'all know I'm a big crybaby, but I just can't help myself sometimes when I think about the goodness that we possess. These are true water walkers. This is what being a water walker is all about. It's about taking your gifts and your talents, giving them back, giving out to people, and still getting what you need in the meantime, but keeping your eyes on Christ and doing what Jesus would do. Thank you for tuning in to The Brely Show. One more week. We will see you guys next time, same place, right here on 108 Praise Radio. Somebody give Tito a tissue. Love y'all. Have a great day.
Love you all. Have a good one.
It's The Brely Show.